Hello Wanderers, and thanks so much for stopping by the Wayward Tree. My name is Luneth, and this reading is for the Cancer Collective for the upcoming new moon. As with all general readings, please take what resonates and leave the rest for others. Also don't forget to like, share and subscribe to the channel, as well as let me know what you think in the comments below. So Cancer, while focusing on your energy as I was doing the pre-shuffling of the decks, I had the image of flowers popping into my mind, and I saw something like a white flower. It reminded me of a lotus. I'm not sure what flower it is, but the impression I got was purity and something like a new beginning. Like you just underwent a cleansing, like you just left a shower or a bath and you're feeling very refreshed. So refreshed and recharged, yes. You might have just undergo a renewal of sorts, or you may be approaching so-called renewal of your energy. I also want to remind you to be careful to not let this peace and positivity that you have just achieved to be disturbed by others. So try not to let yourself be discouraged by what other people say, especially those people who have nothing good to say and like to pick on your fault. The image I got was like a bubble of positivity around you, so don't let other people pop that bubble. Also, this bubble needs to be nourished. Just like a soap bubble, it needs to remain wet and soapy, or else if it dries out, then it will pop and then you'll lose that positivity that you have accumulated. Also, back to the image of the flowers, they also need to be maintained and cared for. So be mindful and remember not to let the negativity from others influence you, and also to take care of your wellness and nourish yourself and make sure you are in a good state. So there's various parts to this message, so take what resonates and leave the rest for others. These messages may or may not appear in the main reading, but we'll just see what the cards show us. Okay, so for this reading, I'll be using the Anima Mundi Tarot, and then I'll be following up with the Queen of the Moon Oracle, the Illuminated Earth Oracle, and the Nocturna Oracle. And then I'll finish off with some cards from the Language of Flowers. Okay, so let's get started. So we have the Sun, too many cards, we have Judgment, and we have the Ace of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, Five of Pentacles in reversed, the Seven of Swords in reversed, Knight of Swords in reversed, Three of Swords in reverse. No, Three of Swords upright. Sorry, did I say Knight of Swords? Is the King of Swords in reverse. So with the Four of Cups, and underneath the deck we have the Eight of Pentacles reversed. So Cancer, I guess it feels like you are in serious need of recharging and renewal and healing and really nourishing yourself, like what I said just now. You really need to spend some time to heal, because it seems in the recent past you have just undergone some heartbreak, sorrows and sadness. And this here is pertaining to your happiness, your positivity, the things that you want to do. With the horse here in the Sun card, it feels like, and also the Sun card being the element of fire, it's pertaining to the projects that you wish to pursue or things that you are passionate about. It may also pertain to emotions, romantic connections, someone who you wish to date, but it feels like you met some rejection, some objection from someone close to you, especially perhaps even a family member. With this Ten of Pentacles here, I know the traditional meaning is about leaving a legacy, having constructed a great home, a great family, having material abundance, but to me here it's hinting as to the origins of this King of Swords. So perhaps it's someone in your family, perhaps a male person or someone who exudes masculine energy, who caused this heartbreak within you, especially through harsh words, criticism, in general disapproving of your actions. The King of Swords is someone who is very cold, very distant, very authoritative, even someone who has double standards, because upright is someone who is very disciplined and logical, but reversed, he uses these logic and discipline for his own gain, for his own destructive purposes. So perhaps you are seeing the double standards within this person, but you can't help but feel very upset about them being so critical and negative towards you, and basically objecting the things that you wish to move forward with. And this five of Pentacles, it feels like this sense of being out in the cold, this sense of winter chill. It feels like this King of Swords is causing this sadness, this hardship, this coldness that you're feeling in your heart. But with the Judgment here right at the top here, this whole challenge here is asking you to wake up to yourself, come into your power, and really turn this this Five of Pentacles is in reverse, is really asking you to get out of that state of feeling left out, of feeling rejected. Yeah, it's time now for you to heal yourself and let go of the words, all the criticisms, all the negativity from this person here. I also just want to add that perhaps with this Ten of Pentacles, it also can relate to the Sun. So perhaps you had some inspiration for projects that you wanted to pursue, things you wanted to do, which pertains to your ultimate goal of this, of leaving a legacy, of having a happy family, of having a solid and stable home. And yeah, the Sun is about newness as well. So perhaps these ideas haven't even taken root yet, and you are just going about the preparations, but you were met with much objection from this masculine energy here, and because this is so dear to your heart, you were very severely hurt by the objection from this King of Swords. So yes, back to this area. The Judgment is asking you to wake up from this slump here, this negative situation you find yourself here, and take steps towards healing with the Ace of Cups. Healing from the wounds that were caused by this King of Swords. With the Seven of Swords here reversed, one way of seeing it is, healing from the words that, healing from feeling betrayed by this person, because the Seven of Swords is the fifth card of being betrayed, of things happening in the shadows that you do not know of. I'm also getting the impression that perhaps this person has turned the other people around you against you. He or she, this masculine energy, has been speaking behind your back to maybe your loved ones, your family members, your friends, and trying to rally them to stand on his side and to ask them to persuade you to either give up on these things that you were going for, or to... I'm also getting the impression that perhaps they are laughing at you behind your back. Perhaps they are feeling that you have been silly, you are being too weak, you do not have foresight, etc., etc. Like they're laughing at you behind your back, but when in reality you are the one making efforts to improve yourself, while they have just been staying stagnant. So with the Ace of Cups here, it's asking you to take this as a learning opportunity. Take this time to really heal yourself. You see this waters going into this. The ocean here feels like your current psyche or your emotions or your current subconscious, in which you are feeling hurt and feeling negative and feeling down. And this feels like a chalice of clean and fresh energy that you will receive. You can receive and embrace to really cleanse this dark ocean here. Even in this card, the ocean is of a darker color than the water within. It's really asking you to embrace this fresh new energy to clean yourself out, clean out all these negative emotions. And coupled with the Four of Cups here, I know traditionally Four of Cups is seen as not seeing the opportunities being given to you. Okay, I just heard the word blessing in disguise. So what you have encountered might seem like a terrible thing, but it is a blessing in disguise to really alert you to the toxic people in your situation and really to draw your boundaries. And if you want to cut them out of your life, depends on the relationship you have with them. By doing so, it's really a blessing from the divine to clean your life out. But I'm also seeing it as a kind of a restful card, which normally is attributed to the Four of Swords. But here, the cups are all in order, and this hermit crab has retreated into its shell to rest. I'm seeing here, combined with the Ace of Cups, it's time to go within yourself and take some time to take a time out and rest and recover and recharge yourself, so that you can reach that state of freshness again, as shown in this sun card, this renewal of self, so that you can continue pursue your dreams of this Ten of Pentacles. So at the bottom of the deck, this Eight of Pentacles is also telling me to, because there's these two beavers here building the dam towards each other, and the feeling I'm getting from this card being the bottom of the deck is to say to cut off all these toxic people. And if it's not possible to cut off these toxic people, then perhaps to cut off communication with them, or at least stop listening to them. Yes, stop putting work and effort, because Eight of Pentacles is about perseverance, really mastering your craft, really working towards something. So it's telling me here to stop nourishing this relationship with these toxic people, this toxic environment that you have around you, and instead go within yourself to heal, and then once you're recharged, to move forward again. Okay, Cancer, let's get some cards from the Queen of the Moon Oracle. Oh, Faith. One more card, please. Will. Okay, so you have the Worm Moon, Faith, and you have the Waxing Gibbous 4, Will. So with Faith card, it's, for one, it's telling you to have faith in yourself, that you will heal from this situation, that you will be able to come out of this situation much better. Having faith in yourself, and also having faith in your ideas. So as mentioned, it seems that the ideas, the projects, the endeavors that you want to move forward with have been met with disapproval or mockery by others. So perhaps that has shaken your faith in yourself and your projects. Perhaps you are starting to doubt if you can really achieve this Ten of Pentacles. But this lady here, she's currently pregnant, and that's telling me like she's pregnant with the idea. She's pregnant. It's telling you to have faith in this idea that it will come to fruition, and that it will definitely lead you to your Ten of Pentacles. Okay? She seems very calm, and she has a lot of faith in herself that she would be able to bring this into fruition. So yeah, confidence and faith. As well as you also got will. This is about willpower. At least to me, it's about willpower. It's having the will to draw the lines, to draw lines in the sand and establish boundaries between you and these negative people in your life. It's also asking you to exercise your rights of free will, to do as you please, of course within reason and with responsibility towards others and yourself. But otherwise, it's asking you to really execute your will and to pursue what you want out of life. I just want to add that she is also holding this sphere of light here, and it feels like this is the Sun card here, and it's also showing her because she has the willpower to really pursue her goal. She has great faith in herself that the sun will rise for her, that she will achieve this. She will definitely be able to achieve this. She has no doubts about it. So Cancer, do not doubt that you are strong. Do not doubt your abilities. Do not let your faith waver. So let's get some cards from the Illuminated Earth Oracle. Okay, Cancer, I just also wanted to point out that this card is number 31 and this card is number 13. So these numbers might be significant for you, and also 4 might be significant for you. 4 is also about stability, so perhaps you need to, 4, back to these 4 cards. You need to use this opportunity to really find your stability in your emotions. Build a solid foundation for your emotions so that you will not waver as you move forward. Yeah, and even there's even a 4 here. Waxing Gibbous 4. Messages. Okay. Separate. Meander. And erosion. Okay, for separate here with this huge rock here and this small stone here, it feels like it's asking you to separate yourself from the toxicity of others. If you can't separate, if your situation does not allow you to separate yourself physically from these people, perhaps you need to be able to separate yourself from their negativity at least. I'm also getting the impression of if they are disagreeing with you regarding your choice of career, perhaps you work from home, then you really need to find a separate area where they cannot access, or basically not let them have a chance to criticize or mock the things that you do. So for example, if you're living with your family and you are working on a project for your business or whatsoever, not having it out in plain sight for them to see. Perhaps you will keep those materials and resources for your work in your own room and not let them enter the room, so that they won't have a chance to really load up on ammunition to attack you if that situation resonates with your current situation. That's just an example. Keep things separate, keep the boundaries up, and make sure you are well protected for your own wellness. It's not about them, it's about you, the wellness of yourself, your well-being. Meander is telling me that this situation is just how to say, it's you rounding the bend of the meander. It's perhaps you are finding it a very long arduous journey towards this Ten of Pentacles that you are hoping for. You're feeling like, why is it taking so long? There's too much things to do. But have faith, if you are able to continue down this this long meandering river, you will definitely be able to reach your goal that you are wishing for. And again, back to the imagery of the sun, I'm also called to say having a very clear focus with the sun ray here. Having a clear focus for of your goal would definitely help to speed things up. And with the separate card here, it's asking you to really separate all the distractions, push the distractions away so that you can speed up your journey towards your goal. With erosion here, I'm getting the sense of your emotions and your confidence really being eroded by the negativity brought about, the negativity from people. So it feels like your faith is being eroded by them and you are slowly being conditioned by them. So it's asking you to really dig deep and break out of all these preconceived notions that perhaps they have instilled in you. So we'll be drawing some cards from the Nocturnal Oracle. Starfish. Lavender. Tide pool. Okay, we have two cards with starfishes on them here, but with starfish asking you to be more resilient, be more able to withstand any negativity and any difficulties that come your way. The starfish is able to grow back any lost limbs. So it's also an energy of renewal, of recharging. So taking this time to retreat into your shell and to really think things through, and taking this time to recover, recharge, and then grow back into your brightness and positivity to be able to face the world again. With the tide pool, when it's low tide, the tide recedes, the water recedes back into the sea, and these little creatures get stuck in these small tide pools in all these nook and crannies, and they are not able to go back to the sea. It's a difficult situation for them, and they need to wait for the tide to come back in before they can return to the sea. So what this is saying is that you are in difficult situation now, but don't be afraid. Just stay calm with the lavender. Stay calm, take care of yourself, and really ride this out until the wave comes back, until you are able to stand up again in your full power, in your full positivity and brightness and vibrancy. And when the tide comes back in, then you can take that opportunity to move on and proceed and continue chasing after your goals. So as I mentioned, lavender is really about wellness, about keeping calm, about taking care of yourself, serenity and peace. So use this time to really search for all those within yourself, and really use this time to recharge and renew. Okay, now let's get some cards from the Language of Flowers deck. So some sunflowers for Cancer. Sorry, just one more thing to add. Looking at this image here, all these are, although they are very small organisms that reside in the sea, they are all very resilient and they are able to withstand hostile environment that is in the deep depths of the sea. So it's also really asking you to really build up your resilience towards the negativity of others, resilience towards the piercing criticism and words of others. Be able to thrive on such a hostile environment. Okay, let's continue. Okay, that's a lot. There's one more here. With the Peruvian lily for strength, tiger lily for security, red rose for courage, jonquil for power, white carnation for devotion, and nasturtium for grounding. Okay, maybe we start from nasturtium, grounding. So taking this time as you go within yourself to really ground, to really center yourself and come back into balance. And also with grounding, although I understand with the global situation currently it's a bit difficult to go out to places, but if it's possible for you to maybe go out into nature, perhaps a nearby park, or if you have a garden in your house, go outside and stand barefooted on the ground, as it really helps you to ground your energies, helps you to release any excess energy, any negativity to the earth, and helps to balance you out. So all these cards, strength, security, courage, power, it's really asking you to, once you have once you have rebalanced yourself, once you have found your center, after all the grounding, after the healing and recharging, to really muster up the courage, the strength, and your power to move forward, to really take charge of the situation, draw your boundaries, and being assertive, standing up for yourself. You will need all strength, courage, and power for this situation. Security really corresponds with this card here, in which the hermit crab retreats to the security of its shell. So for now, find a safe harbor. If there's someone you trust who you can speak with, do so. It's also telling me to, after you have rebalanced and you have mustered up all this courage and strength and power, be the one to give yourself security. I understand that no man is an island, but also you need to be able to be the one to protect yourself, to protect your boundaries, to protect your own security, to help yourself feel safe. So if through life you haven't been able to help yourself feel safe, if you have always been relying on others to give you security, perhaps this is a time for you to think how in future you can go about making decisions or taking classes, learning skills to give yourself security, be it in terms of emotional security or financial security, especially with what we had previously, this safe and stable home of the Ten of Pentacles. You need to be able to provide security. You need to be able to create a home that is secure. So now is really a time for you to think about how you can create this security for yourself and the loved ones who you want to include within your circle. And with white carnation, devotion, it's telling me, or at least it's telling you, to stay devoted to your path. It's kind of a bit like faith as well. devoting your time to your path, devoting your time to the goals that you have set for yourself, and staying true to that path, even if it meanders, even if there are many bends that you have to round, even if there are obstacles that you need to push through, pushing through the river. Pushing past the obstacles in the river, to really stay devoted to this path that you have chosen for yourself. Okay, Cancers. So I really do wish that you would be able to find yourself again, to be able to recharge, renew, and really build yourself back that bubble of positivity and happiness and vibrancy, and to stand up in your own power. So with this, this is the end of the reading. I do hope that I was able to give you some encouragement and positivity as you journey forth. If the reading resonated with you, please do drop a like, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel, as well as comments below to let me know what you think. So thanks again for stopping by, and I hope I'll see you soon.